Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Vocational Door. So, today we will be discussing a famous interview problem which is Roman to integer. So, in this problem, you will be given a string s which will represent some Roman symbols, and in the answer, we need to return the equivalent integer. So, suppose this I represents 1, so 2 i's will become 1 plus 1, 2. This x represents 10, and these are 2, so it will become 10 plus 2, which is 12, like this. And suppose if there is any number where we are having large number in the right side and a small number in the left side, then this will be subtracted. So suppose this x represents 10 and this I represents 1, so we won't add it, so we will subtract it, so it will become 10 minus 1, which is 9. So this is 9. Like this we need to continue, and we will calculate the values of output. So similarly, like we can see the examples, this is 3 here, L is 50, then 5. So after L, it is 5, which is okay. And then we are having this 3. So there is no less number in the left side of any symbol. So we will add all these. So it will become 58. So now we will see like how we will approach this problem. So here I have mentioned all the symbols and their values. So this I is 1, V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. So here one thing is clear, as in the approach I said, we need to check the previous one for the current element. So suppose the current element is L, there is nothing in the previous, so its value will be 50. Here we are having V, which value is having 5, and before that we are having 50. So previous element is bigger, so there is no issue, because we know like if previous element is bigger, then we will add only. Here this is 5 and these all are 1, so I have added it as 3, and all the previous values is bigger. So here we are having all the previous elements are bigger only. So we will add these. So its equivalent will be 50 plus 5 plus 3, which will be 58. So here we will have the answer of 58. Now comes here. So here what we need to check, we here again we will check for the previous values. So for the M, the value is 1000 and there is no previous element. So we will leave it. Then again we are having C. C is 100 and the previous value is bigger than this, then also no issue. Then again we will check 1000 and the previous value is 100, which is lesser. So in this case, this 100 will become minus 100 because we need to subtract this. Again we will come to this position, this x is 10 and the previous element is 1000, it is bigger, so no issue. Then we are having C, and before this we are having 10. Now we are having lesser value, so we will subtract it. Again we will come here, here we are having 1 and before this we are having 100, which is bigger, no issue. Then in the last this is 5 and before that we are having lesser value, then again we need to subtract this. So the equivalent will become 1000 minus 100, then we are having plus 1000, then again we are having minus 10 plus 100. So again minus 10 plus 100, then minus 1 plus 5. So it will become 1000. These two will get cancelled out. It will become 2000. Okay, so this will become 1994. So this will be our answer. So this is how like we need to approach our problem. So to start with the coding part for this problem, first we need to establish the relationship between these symbols and their values. So for this, either we can use hash map, which will give you the key value pair relationship, or directly we can use the array also, where we will initialize the array of 128 size so that it will cover all these symbols, and we will assign the given values, which are like for the I it is 1, V is 5, and so on. And we will initialize the result as 0 which in this case I have written as total. So here, as I said, we need to go from the first element till the last element. So we will initialize one for loop from 0 till till length minus 1 of the string. And then, as I said, here what we need to check two elements, first current element and then the next element. So for both of these things, we will initialize variables. So current will be at the ith position and the next will be at the I plus 1 position. So what we need to check? We need to check till I plus 1 element is less than the length of this string, and also we need to check if current is less than the next. Then what we will do, suppose in this case c is less than the m, which is 100, so we need to subtract this, so our total will be updated as total minus current. Else what we will do, our total will be updated as total plus current, because otherwise we need to add these elements. So in this way our total will be updated, and finally we can return this. That will be our final answer. So this was the theoretical part and pseudocode part. Now we will jump into the actual lead code. So here, to save the time, I have already initialized one integer array of 128 size so that it can cover all the Roman symbols, and we have assigned the values as per given in the problem. So we have mapped I with 1, V with 5, and so on. So after this array initialization, we need to initialize our result and give the value as 0, as we discussed in the theoretical part. We will go from the 0th index till the length of the string, which is s dot length. Okay, and after this what we need to do, we need to assign one variable for the current. So current element will be map of, here inside this we need to access the ith element, so it will be s dot caret I. So this s dot caret I will become, suppose for, if this is I, so it will become I, and map of I will become 1. So like that, this will be an integer value. And after this we need to initialize one for the next, or we can directly use in the for loop, sorry, in the if condition. So in the if condition, first we need to check if the next iteration, which is I plus 1, is less than s dot length or not, because otherwise it will give you the array index out of bound. And with this what we need to check, we need to check if our current element is less than the next elements. You can suppose the example of 4, where I is before the V and I is less than the V, because I represents 1 and V represents 5. So in the answer it becomes 5 minus 1, which is 4. So we will check if current is less than the next. So next will be we can pick from here. It will be just caret I plus 1, like this. So if this is true, what we need to do, we need to update our result plus equal to current. It will be result is equal to result plus current. Else, sorry, it will be result is equal to result minus current. And if this is not true, then it means our result will be result plus current. So in this way our result will be updated. After for loop we can return it, so we will return a result. So coding part is done. Now we will execute the code to see if this is correct or not. Okay, we can see these cases are getting passed. Now I will submit it. So from the submission we can check if the edge cases are getting passed or not. So we can see all the three 999 cases are getting passed, and this is very optimal solution because we are using this array and we are using one for loop only. So its time complexity is O of n. So this was it about this problem. So thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys are having any suggestions, please let me know into the comment section. Same goes for the query part. Till then, keep learning. Happy learning. Thank you.